What's good, Steelers Nation? How y'all doing? How y'all doing it, man? Back with another video, bro. And today, I wanted to discuss the Steelers linebacker position, bro. And I want to discuss this position because I feel like this is a real position of need that no one's talking about for the Steelers. Everybody's talking about quarterback. You know, I get it. We do need a quarterback. That's our main priority right now. Rocking with Mason Rudolph or Dwayne Haskins, I don't trust. But the linebacker position is a position that really needs to be discussed. The linebackers we have on the roster right now, we got Devin Bush, Joe Schobert, who I believe is going to be a free agent, Robert Spillane, Buddy Johnson, who didn't play a snap of football, Ulysses Gilbert, and Marcus Allen. Now, those last three guys that I named, they're probably going to be gone. Well, Marcus Allen might be gone because every time he gets on the field, he's running around, and I don't really see Marcus Allen making any plays. He might come up with a tackle or two, but it's never nothing crazy. Buddy Johnson didn't play a single snap of football. Not one. He didn't play. There was a lot of weeks I seen that man on the inactive list. Well, every week he was on the inactive list, and it was a lot of weeks where I was like, dang, why isn't Buddy Johnson playing? What's the reason? What's the reason? When we, he's a rookie. What's the point of drafting him if we're not going to give him a chance? So Buddy Johnson didn't play a snap of football last year. Ulysses Gilbert actually played all 18 games, had a pretty solid year. Had a touchdown in the opener with the Miles Killebrew block punt. He picked it up, took it back to the crib. Ulysses Gilbert played all 18 games. He played 300 snaps on special teams. He had double-digit tackles on special teams, so he's a pretty good special teams player. Steelers love their special team players, so we might keep him for that. And then we have Robert Spillane. We might not have Robert Spillane after this year. I think Robert Spillane is decent. When I first seen him, that first year we had him, he had a pick six on Lamar Jackson. He had the big hit on Derrick Henry. He was opening a lot of eyes. They was like, who the hell is Robert Spillane? I didn't even know he was on the roster. And he was showing up. But the more you watch Robert Spillane, it's like, dang, okay, he's a good tackler. He goes for the hard hit. But what else does he do? He can't cover. He can't cover at all. Every time Robert Spillane is in coverage, he's going to lose. So he can't cover. And, I just don't think he makes the right reads. He's a great tackler. We can definitely use him for run stopping, for sure. But, he be kind of banged up out there because sometimes he be hurt. Like, he was hurt this season, he was hurt last season, and he's just not good coverage. We need coverage linebackers. We don't have those. Joe Schobert, moving on to Joe Schobert. Joe Schobert, he's a good coverage linebacker. He's a good tackler. He has good awareness, but my problem is not with Joe Schobert. My problem is his contract. Joe Sherbert. I'm going to call him Joe Sherbert. Joe Sherbert is going to ask for big money. He's going to ask for 8 to 10 mil. Now, that's not crazy money, but it's like, do we want to spend 8 to 10 mil on Joe Sherbert? I don't think so. And finally, I know the name y'all been waiting for, Devin Bush. Now, I know I was hard on Devin Bush this season, The man was coming off of a torn ACL, but some of the stuff he was doing out there was just stupid. It was stupid. He was missing tackles, easy tackles. He wasn't covering. It was bad. What I seen from Devin Bush this year was bad. Now, I will say, the last 5 to 6 games of the season, since that first Baltimore game we played in Hines, when they went for the 2-point but didn't get it, from that game on, I feel like he played better, and we've seen that. We've seen that he was starting to, coming back to his former self. And honestly, I think this year he could have a bounce back year because obviously y'all know we got Brian Flores. Speaking of that, shout out to y'all for getting that video to 1K views in only 3 days. I appreciate all the love. And that's why I really mess with y'all, because y'all be showing me love, man. Y'all be showing me love. Shout out to y'all for that, bro. I think Devin Bush could really have a bounce back year because not only is Brian Flores the defensive assistant now, specifically he's the linebacker coach. So I feel like Brian Flores could get Devin Bush back on, the wave to be his former self. But those are all the linebackers we have, and Joe Schobert probably won't be back. Robert Spillane might not be back. Marcus Allen might not be back. Ulysses Gilbert, he'll probably be back for special teams, but he might not be on the field as a linebacker. Buddy Johnson hasn't even played an NFL game yet. And Devin Bush. I'm thinking, here's what we do. We can go into free agency and get a linebacker. There's a guy, Leighton Vander Esch, linebacker for the Cowboys. His name has been linked to the Steelers for the last 2 years. Every time his name is in trade talks, it's with the Steelers. His name has been linked to the Steelers for the last 2 years. Could we finally go pick him up in this year's free agency? We got guys like Josie Jewell, Kazir Smith. It's guys out there. He's a linebacker for the Chargers. Sorry, I think it's Kazir White. I'm not sure. But, we got the guys from the Falcons. Foyesade Alakululu. I don't know his name. Alakululu. Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. That's one option. We got free agency. It's guys there. The next option, the draft. I think that third to fourth pick should go to a linebacker. That's really all I got, man, because that linebacker position is pretty thin. It's pretty thin. We got guys not playing an NFL game at all. We got guys we only use on special teams. We got about 3 guys that I named that might not even be on the roster next year. Hopefully, the Steelers can figure out something. Hopefully, Devin Bush can have a bounce-back year and we can find a good pairing next to him. Well, find a couple good pairing next to him. Find at least 2. Maybe we get a guy out the draft. Maybe we sign someone in free agency, like I said. But, hey, hopefully this linebacker position can get figured out. I had to bring this video to y'all because I feel like that's a position that no one is talking about. It's a position that no one brings up. Knowing the fact that our linebackers struggled this year. And it got down to a point where we had to put Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt back there sometimes. Alex Highsmith and TJ Watt wasn't always on the edges. Sometimes they had to drop back and play linebacker because the other linebackers wasn't getting it done. So, hopefully we don't got to go through that this year, But, hey, before I head out, I just want to say, like I said, thank y'all for getting that video to 1K. Make sure y'all keep showing love. Make sure y'all keep going back and showing love. Show love to this video. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe. It's no way I should get 1K views, but y'all ain't subscribing. I got 294 subscribers. If I'm getting 1K views, you know what I'm saying? I should have 1K subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep saying this. There's a video on my channel that has 35K views. I should have 35K subscribers. Show love. It's free. The subscribe button is free. Now, it's one thing if you don't like my content, you know what I'm saying? And you just watched it the one time. But do y'all realize I can check the analytics? Most of y'all that watch my videos aren't subscribed. And some of y'all keep coming back and watching my videos but not hitting the subscribe button. So for the ones that keep coming back and not hitting the subscribe button, hit the subscribe. It's free. You don't got to turn the noties on or nothing. Just hit the subscribe. Help your boy out. Like the video, Share it so other people can subscribe. But that's where I'm going to leave it at, man. Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.